Twice a winner here in Speedweek competition. In the sport mods, though, that's Ethan Killingsworth. Killingsworth, a winner here at the first race of the season for this division on April 26th. Steven Sturdivant out of Springfield in the 11 will grid up in position 3. Bryson James in the SRAM Motorsports fielded number 13. 4 wins so far out of 4 for the 2022 Series champion. And going to row number 3 inside, Curtis Towns from Cottage Grove, the 24, 3-time track champion here in IMCA sanctioned competition. Devin Reed, the 58 out of Woodland, Washington, will roll from position 6. Chad Groves, Tuesday's runner-up out of Bend, the 25C, starts 7th, and your current point leader here at Cottage Grove Speedway, piloting the Superior Fuel Cell Zone number 42, the car to Cresswell, the driver out of Coburg. That is Kevin Williamson. Williamson carrying, as you can see for the folks on IMCA TV, the onboard camera. Want to welcome our live-looking audience on Facebook, YouTube, and all the social media accounts. This is round number 5 of the 2025 IMCA Wild West Speedweek here at Cottage Grove Speedway in Cottage Grove, Oregon. And Ethan Killingsworth out of Wairika, California is going to pace the field on lap number 1. Bryson James wasting no time, getting to the front in car number 13, a winner of the Cottage Grove Speedway Modified Nationals back in 2019 and 2022. That was the year he won Speed Week. Talking about 2022 in the 2019 Shaw Race Cars Western Region Champion, the only driver from the state of Oregon to accomplish that feat. Eric Ashley is 3rd. 4th is Steven Sturdivant. 5th is a good battle between about 4 cars as Kevin Williamson goes full send on the inside of Curtis Towns. Towns going to get him back with the Uno reverse card on the bottom. 3 laps complete. Curtis Towns trying to roll the inside of the racing surface and draw it level with the 58 of Devin Reed. That is a battle for position number 5 as Reed occupying the middle of the racetrack. As of right now, give the nod to him as this time by we're going to be halfway home. It's Killingsworth James, 1st and 2nd. Eric Ashley is 3rd. Steven Sturdivant in his first race of the week. Same story for Eric Ashley, sporting 4th. And the 58 of Devin Reed is 5th. Reed now going after Steven Sturdivant for position number 4 as Kevin Williamson trying to get in the passing points, a lot of passing points here, and try and get himself locked in via this heat race and not have to go to the overall passing points. Battle up front starting to bruise. The second half of this race is starting to get finished off. Your leader is Ethan Killingsworth, but Bryson James right behind him. Killingsworth, the defending track champion at Southern Oregon Speedway in sport mod competition, and a multi-time track champion at Wairika Speedway, 3 to be exact. Champion of the series in the sport mods in 2023. 4th in the nation in the Rookie of the Year race is Devin Reed going to go for a ride in corner number 2. And yellow is out with 8 laps complete, just a pair of laps to go. Your race leader, Ethan Killingsworth, Bryson James, Eric Ashley. Devin Reed was 4th at the time. That will put Sturdivant back into P4, and Kevin Williamson will restart 5th. So the heat race winner gets automatically in the redraw, and the driver with the most passing points in each heat race automatically in. There's 3 heat races for the Friesen Performance IMC Modified, so that will give us 6. We put those 6 drivers aside, then we go to the passing points table. The top 6 out of that overall, they will be a part of the redraw, as the other 6 competitors give us 12. While the top 10, so positions 7 through 10 in overall passing points, will start in positions 13 through 16. Everybody's 17 on back in the passing point table. We'll have to run a 12-lap B main with the top 4 moving on. Chad Groves trying to make some noise here late in this one, but Kevin Williamson and Steven Sturdivant locked in a battle for position 4. Eric Ashley also entering the mix, as it's going to be a 3-car battle for 3rd. White flag is out. Ethan Killingsworth, Bryson James, first and second. Bryson James again in the pre-race show, chasing history, looking to be the first ever 5-time winner in a single speed week. As it is Killingsworth with the win, Bryson James second, Eric Ashley third, in an 8-4 run for Kevin Williamson, Steven Sturdivant fifth, Curtis Town sixth, Chad Grove seventh, and Devin Reed will finish in position number 8. All right, ready for the third and final heat race for the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds. Before we get to that lineup, want to let folks know that the IMCA Wild West Speedweek merchandise is open. It's by the 50-50 table right in the entryway of the grandstands. They are recently restocked. They went through a lot of stuff in the first couple of nights. So if you didn't get a t-shirt, didn't get a sweatshirt, they are for sale downstairs. Heat race number 3, Paul Ray, the 33 out of Eugene, will line up inside. Bulldoze outside the 15 beat Bennett Bray out of Roseburg. Eston Whistler, the 82 from Otis. Jeff Morris from Met Chosen, British Columbia, Canada, the 52. Will start in position number 4. Chance Heiser out of Redmond in the 87 starts 5th. Brian Gray in the 4G from Brian Gray is from Yuma, Arizona. Will start in position 6. Roy Kirk Jr., 51 from Marcola, starts 7th. Zane Miner, 31Z from Graham, Washington, will roll from position number 8. 50-50 right now looks like 174 to win if we drew that ticket right now. For those of you on the live looking, be sure and order up, because tonight, man, if you know anything about Cottage Grove Speedway, it's great for tight racing, close finishes. Go on IMCA TV, buy your viewing pass for the rest of the night or the rest of the week, as we got even 2 more nights of action for the IMCA Wild West Speedweek. Green flag is going to get this one underway with Paul Ray, the 33, to the point. Eston Whistler is second, 3 wide for position number 3. That's what you can expect to see a lot tonight on IMCA TV if you buy your viewing pass, as Jeff Morris is going to win that 3-car battle. Meanwhile, 0.072 seconds, the gap at the start-finish line between Eston Whistler and Paul Ray. Eston Whistler, talked about him just a little bit, 5th in points for Tuesday night in Roseburg, his best finish of the week. He's been consistently fast. He actually briefly led at Southern Oregon Speedway and then had mechanical problems after taking over the race lead, not even a lap after getting to the point, and had to bow out with a 19th place finish. Race for second, a good one. Paul Ray, multi-time sportsman track champion here at the Cottage Grove Speedway, trying to fend off the 2023 Skagit Speedway Friesen Performance IMC Modified Track Champion Jeff Morris. Morris has got second, trying to secure it and drive away from the 33 array. Meanwhile, it's a 3-car battle for position 4. Zane Miner, who started dead last in this race, is going to go with the double overtake around Chance Heiser and Bennett Bray. Bennett Bray showing some grit on the bottom, but Zane Miner has got the track figured out. Zane Miner at one point was top 5 in points, has trouble for second and third place. They're going to get together in turns 1 and 2. Yellow is out right at the midway point. 5 laps complete. 5 laps to go. Eston Whistler leading. And that's going to put Zane Miner from 8th to 2nd in 5 laps. That could put him in a really good spot to draw early in tonight's redraw. That is if this result holds. So 33 of Paul Ray and the 52 Jeff Morris getting together. Paul Ray, first night with us. 5th in the local point standings here at Cottage Grove. Jeff Morris had a fast race car Tuesday, was running in the top 5, but had mechanical problems. Finished 20th, was 12th while running in the top 5 on the final lap, and then coasted to a 12th place finish. Best run of the week was 3rd on Sunday at Coos Bay. Opened things up with a 14th place finish. Again, a champion at Skagit Speedway back in 2023. So Eston Whistler is your leader. Zane Miner, 2nd on the Delaware double file restart. Bennett Bray, 3rd. Chance Heiser, 4th. Brian Gray will restart in position number 4. And 5th is going to be Roy Kirk Jr. in car number 51. And green flag is out. '31 Zia Zane Miner has got second security. Started this one dead last. A winner at Grays Harbor Raceway in Elma, Washington already this season. Brand new race car that has showed some Jungle Cat quickness. Zane Miner's best run 3rd on Monday at Q-Space Speedway. Brian Gray and Chance Heiser fighting for 3rd. Heiser got involved in a pretty nasty wreck in his heat race on Tuesday night. Didn't start the B main at the Douglas County Dirt Track, but is sporting the 3rd spot here. Brian Gray 4th, and it's 5th Bennett Bray. Roy Kirk Jr. rounding up the running order in 6th. White flag expected to come out here in just a little bit. Eston Whistler is pulled out to a straightaway advantage. Eston Whistler, a lot of laps here at this racetrack. Would love to pick up a Speedweek victory as he goes into 3, exiting corner number 4. Eston Whistler is going to be your winner. Heat race number 3 of 3 for the Friesen Performance IMC Modified. Zane Miner 2nd, Chance Heiser 3rd, Brian Gray will finish in 4th, Bennett Bray 5th, Roy Kirk Jr. finishes 6th, and it looks like it is going to be, I think, Jeff Morris 7th, and Paul Ray will finish 8th. That's unofficial for the final 2 spots, as we're going to transition from the Friesen Performance IMC Modifieds to the Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mods. So different format. Passing points is not a factor in this one. You want to get in the top 4 to transfer to the main event. Top 4 will get you into the dance. 5th on back, you have to run the B main, scheduled B main. Right kind of at that cutoff. There's 22 Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mods, but top 4 is what you want to get for sure regardless, because that'll put you in the redraw and start no worse than 12th in tonight's A main event. He raced number 1 of 3, Justin Dorr out of Klamath Falls. The 22 starts inside front row, while to his outside, Chad Nee, the 44K out of Roseburg. Garrett Craig, first race of the week for the 3 entry out of Veneta, while Trevor Tiffy out of Doris, California, the 19 starts position 4. Brandon Norton, first race of the week for the 79 originally out of Goshen. Now calling Springfield home these days. Jimmy Ford from Yuba City, California, the 12T will start to his outside in 6th. Travis Pruitt out of Almsville in the 43 is going to line up in position 7. Matt Brown from right here in Cottage Grove, the 217, starts 8th. Don't forget, if you're looking at the live looking, you can order your viewing pass on IMCA TV. Feel free to drop a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We've seen some great racing in this 2025 edition of the IMCA Wild West Speedweek on IMCA TV. And if you missed out on any of the action, for just $24.99 a month, that gives you 30 days access to, in my opinion, the greatest racing video archive that exists, and that's the IMCA TV replay subscription. More on that as Justin Dorr and Chad Nee going to get us under green out of corner number 4, and 8 laps is the distance. Chad Nee, 44K, has made 2 features, and his best finish was 13th on Monday night at Q-Space Speedway. Justin Dorr, who's had some promising finishes in the 22, trying to work the inside. It's going to be Chad Nee leading the field out of the 2nd corner, down the back straightaway. Justin Dorr's best run on the opener at Southern Oregon Speedway finished 5th. In another top 10 result the next night at Q-Space Speedway, finishing 9th. 2018 Wairika Speedway track champion in Trevor Tiffy, originally out of Wairika, now living on another border town, you could say, between California and Oregon, and Doris, California, as Justin Dorr leads lap number 3. Chad Nee second. Trevor Tiffy is third. Garrett Craig in the fourth and final transfer spot, although Travis Pruitt has got him in his sights. Pruitt going to try and roll the bottom. Pruitt's best run Monday night, finishing seventh. As it looks like Tiffy getting filtered out to fifth. That'll put Craig third. Pruitt in fourth as Matt Brown sideways on the front straightaway. Gets it going in the right direction. With the one and done rule, there is no room for error to just sit and draw out a yellow. Travis Pruitt side by side with Garrett Craig. That is for third. Brandon Norton running fifth. And it's Jimmy Ford followed by Trevor Tiffy. Chad Nee, by the way, is the leader. We've got 2 laps to go for the 44K. Travis Pruitt going to try and make some superhero moves on the inside of Garrett Craig and possibly the 22 of Justin Dorr to go from fourth to second. Obviously, get off of the bubble position. This one's scheduled for 8. As your leader, Chad Nee. Justin Dorr second, Travis Pruitt third, Garrett Craig fourth. Brandon Norton is fifth. And there's the white flag. One more trip around the park for Chad Nee. Justin Dorr is second. Pruitt trying to take the position away from him in the 43. Justin Dorr trying to put some pressure on Chad Nee here on this last lap. And Chad Nee is going to win it. Justin Dorr second. It'll be Travis Pruitt finishing third. Garrett Craig, the fourth and final transfer car that will directly get into tonight's feature. Brandon Norton, Jimmy Ford, Trevor Tiffy, and Matt Brown. 5th through 8th, looking at going to tonight's scheduled B main. All right, heat race number 2 of 3 for the Carl Chevrolet IMCA Northern Sport Mod. It's going to be our final live look-in heat race. So if you haven't ordered up your viewing pass on IMCA TV, now's the time to do so. Again, we've seen some good action, side-by-side stuff that the free live look-in didn't quite show. You can expect that tonight's B main is going to be a thriller, and tonight's A main is going to be something to desire for. You can catch it all live on IMCA TV. That's where America comes to watch racing. All right, driving the TR Points Trucking, own number 1185 from Thurston. Ricky Ashley will start inside pole. Buddy Ness, the 19K out of Oakley, California, his outside counterpart. Winner of Monday at Coos Bay Speedway in the SRAM Motorsports own 333 from Cresswell. That's Aaron Bloom. Trevor Points, the current state point leader and 2023 Oregon State champion in the 11 from Salem, rolls from position 4. Going to 5th, David Schmidt out of Roseburg in car number 9. Jordan Broughton in the 84 from Central Point starts 6th. And Jimmy Smith out of Roseburg will be Tailgun Charlie 27S. So Jordan Broughton, former champion here back in 2018, 4-time state champion, 4-time Southern Oregon Speedway track champion. His dancing partner to the inside, David Schmidt, twice a champion at this venue, including last year. Ricky Ashley, a very diversified driver, the Ricky Ashley, I should say, and Buddy Ness, Oregon and California in the front row, going to bring us live for heat race number 2. Ricky Ashley's done a lot. It's been sportsman, late models, sprint cars, wing and non-wing. Now a hired gun for the TR Points Trucking Racing Team, and the 1185 is going to lead lap number 1. Aaron Bloom, though, the 2021 Ralph Bloom Memorial winner here at this facility, is a close second as Ashley gets sideways, and that will collect 3 other cars. And David Schmidt nearly getting upside down in turn number 4. So Aaron Bloom, the 333, coming to a halt. Broughton and the 84 collected, and the 9 of Schmidt also in the mix Ashley able to keep going and drive off. We'll see what the officials rule here. Jordan Broughton able to flip the U in turn 3. 333 of Aaron Bloom able to drive away under his own power. And that's going to be the same case for the 9 of David Schmidt. That was a scary moment there. So it sounds like race officials are saying 1185 was the cause of the caution. We have 1 lap complete, 7 to go. As rear end damage, specifically to the left rear of the 9 of David Schmidt. Champion here last year and champion in 2019. And boy, got the old King Kong kick on the right side door. So Jordan Broughton, since coming to a halt, 1 and done in the heat race. Ashley, even though he kept going, was, as race officials are saying, was the cause of the caution. Schmidt in the 9 going off the track. And sounds like Aaron Bloom also. So this is reduced to just 3 cars with 7 laps. And these are all transfer positions here. So this will be interesting how they're going to score who the 4th place driver is. So that'll be the final spot to get yourself into the redraw and the feature directly through the heat race. We've got 1 more heat race left for the Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mods, then a trio of heat races for the Sunoco IMC stock cars. And as mentioned earlier, the IMCA TV live looking on all the social media accounts. This is our final live looking heat race. So Buddy Niss, who won last year's Soaries Memorial as well as the Jerry Hetrick Memorial at Antioch Speedway in the 19K, who spent a lot of time racing up here in the state of Oregon, including a win at the Douglas County Dirt Track last month, is going to get on the loud pedal. Buddy Niss and Trevor Points, the couple of cars that are still in action, are a couple of good ones. Trevor Points in the 11 car having some sort of issue, and it is a flat left rear tire. So Jimmy Smith, the 27, longtime racer, is going to punch his ticket in if everything goes correctly here. He was with us on Tuesday night at the Douglas County Dirt Track. Jimmy Smith finished 14th in the main event. So Buddy Niss leading Jimmy Smith, and this has been a war of attrition here in this second of 3 heat races for the Carl Chevrolet IMC Northern Sport Mods. So past the midway point this time by, and it's Niss in the 19K, still your leader. Niss's form has been rather good. He's yet to finish outside the top 5. His best finish of the week was a 3rd at Southern Oregon Speedway on night number 1, a pair of 5ths at Coos Bay Speedway, and at the Douglas County Dirt Track in Roseburg on Tuesday, finished 4th. So he's yet to be outside the top 5. He's 2nd in the championship point standings with the IMCA Wild West Speedweek, entering round number 5 tonight. White flag is out for Buddy Niss. Of course, his father, Chester, competing in the Sunoco IMCA stock cars. It's truly a family affair. As going into 3, exiting turn number 4, winner heat race number 2, it's going to be Buddy Niss. Buddy Niss with the win. Jimmy Smith going to come across the wire in 2nd. Trevor Points, we know, is 3rd. Those drivers. And Aaron Bloom, being told, is going to be the 4th and final driver to transfer out of this second heat race. Well, for those of you on the free live look-in, we got to bid you adieu, but it doesn't have to be good night, because you can just go into IMCA TV and pick up from right here. And also, while you're at it, you can pick up your weekend pass for the rest of the IMCA Wild West Speedweek. Tomorrow, Willamette Speedway in Lebanon and Sunset Speedway Park in Banks for Championship Saturday. But if it is good night, we hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far, and we will deliver the starting lineup for heat race number 3 here in just a little bit for those of you tuned in all night long here on IMCA TV. Remember, IMCA TV is where America comes to watch racing.